Understand by pleading true to 5 and 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 5 and 5?
Yes.
The courtroom stills as the clerk calls the next case, tension rising like a held breath. Azie David Ibara steps forward, his eyes carrying years of promises he never kept. Judge Stephanie Boyd watches him closely, aware that today may be the final breaking point.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 12332, State versus Azie David Ibara. That parties announced.
Megan Galloway for the state.
Dennis Callahan, defense.
And are you Azie David Ibara?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Azie David Ibara who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 12332 for the offense of robbery on July 14, 2021 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Azie David Ibara, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December 2023, in violation of condition number 5.
All right, and is that the supplemental?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the supplemental with your attorney? Did you understand it? And
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, then to that allegation, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State.
And in violation of condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Azie David Ibara, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December 2024, in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And we'll waive and abandon the remainder, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to 5 and 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 5 and 5?
Yes.
Court will find 5 and 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor, the state is asking that you grant the state's motion, adjudicate the defendant guilty, revoke his community supervision, and sentence him to 7 years in the prison. And that is based upon the pleas of true today and the fact that this is the defendant's second MTR. He had an MTR back in 2021, and at that time, the court had ordered some evaluations to address any issues that were of concern at that time. And then the probation the probation department has not heard from him since the end of 2022. And that's why we're asking for that.
All right, defense.
We propose as, or ask the court to consider as the first alternative to put him back on probation, perhaps with more supervision. The court's not inclined to do that. We ask the court to consider the court summary submitted by the probation department talking about an inpatient SAFE or ISS. We would propose that as a solution to the problem of his not reporting. Nothing further.
Is there anything you wish to say?
The last time you saw me,
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Azie David Ibara.
All right, what would you like to say?
I would like to say, Your Honor, the last time you saw me about 4 years ago, as much as I was at least 22, I would say I would have then the mind of a child as During my early childhood years, I suffered years of sexual, physical, and mental abuse that well into my adult years, I would have years of trauma. And I would say that then when you did see me, I did not understand the gravity of the situation, nor did I
His past violations echo through the room as the state lays out each missed report and broken term. The defense urges understanding, but Azie's own words expose a lifetime of trauma and unhealed wounds. Now the judge must decide, is this a man still fighting to change, or a man out of time?
understand the consequences of my actions. I would ask that the honor here today would please have mercy on me, as I am confident enough to say that I am not the man I am used to be. I am not telling you here today, Honor, that when the day I walk out, I am changing my ways. I'm simply saying that I am changed. I am no longer the man that I was. Over the years of being quote unquote on the run, I experienced more of life, and the fact that I had two children, one of 1 year old, a baby girl, and a 6-month-old boy. And they gave me purpose in life, Your Honor, that made me want to be a better man, Your Honor. I would ask that you would please have mercy on me and grant a reinstatement or probation, Your Honor, with stricter things, Your Honor.
All right, any questions?
No questions.
State, any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, so what I'm going to tell you, sir, is that you had a previous motion to revoke in this court. And that was a violation of condition number 5, not reporting. And you had that violation of condition number 5, not reporting, and you picked up new charges. And those new charges were misdemeanor charges, and I think those were assault charges. And now you're back here again for the same thing, not reporting. I don't think you're a good candidate for deferred adjudication or a good candidate for probation. So I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty. The state is requesting 7 years. What would you be requesting, defense?
Considering the time and difference of the date of the offense and where we are today, I suggest 3 years, Your Honor.
All right, and there is a request for restitution that was to Christian Fossell. Probation, do you know if that was paid or if there was a restitution amount?
Judge, there was nothing indicating restitution.
All right, the court is finding 5 and 5 true. The court will grant the motion, find you guilty. There's to be no contact with Sylvia Montez Casimir, Kazmire. There's to be no contact with Christian Fossell, and the court will sentence you to 7 years. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
7 years, Your Honor.
Yes. Because this is not a plea bargain, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
The morning begins with routine order, but the tone shifts sharply the moment Azie David Ibara approaches the bench. Judge Stephanie Boyd studies him with the tempered calm of someone who has heard his voice before, someone who remembers the weight of second chances previously extended. The prosecutor recounts his history with precision. Deferred adjudication, warnings issued, expectations set. Yet over time, every requirement slipped further from his grasp. Months passed without contact. Reports went unfiled. The structure designed to guide him became a path he repeatedly stepped away from. When the state requests a 7-year sentence, the courtroom grows still. Their argument is firm. Azie did not simply struggle,
He abandoned the very support meant to help him rebuild. Then Azie speaks. His voice is fragile but sincere as he describes the shadows of childhood abuse, the years spent surviving rather than growing, and the meaning he found in becoming a father. He does not argue with the violations. Instead, he asks the court to see the person beneath them. His attorney emphasizes progress that came in brief, uneven steps, signs of someone trying to rise despite past damage. Judge Boyd listens intently, weighing the pain he carries against the responsibilities he neglected. She recalls his earlier assurances, the same promises offered when he first stood before her. Compassion alone cannot erase the pattern now laid bare. Her tone is steady, solemn, and final as she delivers the sentence. 7 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Azie lowers his head, accepting the decision with quiet resignation. As deputies escort him from the courtroom, the lasting silence becomes its own verdict, a reminder that redemption is meaningful, but responsibility is unavoidable. For Azie, justice has arrived at a cost measured in years.